Welcome to Post Market Report dated 16th April 2024. First, let us look into the US market. US market, all three indices were down yesterday. Down by around 248 points and trading at 37,735. And Nasdaq down by 1.79%. That's a huge selling in Nasdaq. So Nasdaq down by around 290 points. Now trading below the 16,000 mark, so trading at 15,885, and S&P 500 down by 1.2%. So only two reasons now we can point out why there is a selling in US market. One is that 10-year treasury bond. So the bond is now trading at 4.63%. So that is if you see, like 4.2 is what normally it used to trade, but last 2 weeks gradually the bond yield rose. Actually now today it's trading at 4.63. so in my previous video also I shared, so in October November the bond yield touched 5%. that is where we saw a huge sell-off in the US market. This is something we need to closely watch. And another one is Israel-Iran geopolitical tensions. Because of these two reasons, what we can say that it's mainly why the sell-off in US market. So if you look at stock wise, Tesla is planning to reduce the workforce by around 10%. So probably they are expecting around 14,000 job cuts across the globe. That is mainly they want to reduce the duplicate of roles and job functions across certain areas. That's the main reason for the job cut. So Tesla stock down by 5%, more than 5% after hearing this news. Another stock, Home Depot. So this stock down by over 10% in the last 1 month. That could be mainly because Home Depot it's home improvement retailer. So mainly the fading rate cut by the Fed, fading interest rate cut by the Fed may be one of the reason why the Home Depot stocks were trading lower for the past 1 month. And there is also one acquisition, SRS distributor acquired by Home Depot. It's a huge acquisition of around $18 billion. Maybe investors are not in favorable of this day acquisition. Maybe that could be another reason why Home Depot stock down by around 10% in the last 1 month. So apart from that, AMD, Apple, Amazon were down close to 2% and Nvidia down by around 2.5%. Mainly the technology stocks, there is a huge sell-off yesterday. We will see what happened to the Indian market in the technology stock as well. So this is the update from the US market. Coming back to Indian market, both Nifty and Bank Nifty were down today by over 0.5%. But compared to global peers, what we have seen in the Indian market is okay, because in global stocks, most of the indices were down more than 2%. But if you look at Nifty, this is the third straight day we are in the sell-off mode. Friday, last Monday, and today, last 3 days, it's totally we are seeing the downturn. So the 0.5% itself is a huge percentage for Nifty today. But the global market, if you see, they were not down on Friday as well as Monday. They are down today. That is mainly because technology stocks were heavily down in the US market. So the reflection of that is seen in global market across all the indices in the global market, which is reflected in Nifty and Bank Nifty as well as today. So but if you look at broader market, mid cap stocks were not down. Mid cap indices traded flat and small cap indices up by around 0.5%. Mainly IT index down by 2.5%. All the stocks in IT indices were down. Infosys down by 3.6%, and TCS is also down. Last 2 days TCS stocks were down, and today also it's down actually. So but if you look at the brokerages strongly recommended TCS, and the target price they have said is 4,300 to 4,600, but TCS is trading around 3,800 now. So that's mainly because of this one Israel and Iran conflict, and as well as the treasury yield trading above 4.6. These two are the main reasons why the technology stocks are showing selling pressure. India, again the windfall tax increased from 6,800 per ton to 9,800 per ton for the crude oil. So windfall tax mainly government imposes in windfall tax. That's mainly because if the company produces additional profit without making any effort, and the profit is mainly because of an external effort rather than the company doing something internally to make some profit actually. So in that case they impose windfall tax, mainly because the example is crude oil price increase is giving profit for oil producing companies, so government is imposing windfall tax. Now this is one of the highest slab I feel, so 9,800 per ton. But again, oil and gas stocks have not shown much resistance to this actually, so they all were trading flat today. None of the oil and gas stocks were down today, so that is something a good news. And monsoon, above average monsoon predicted by Indian Ministry for better crop growth. This is one good news at least we have today. So another one is Aditya Birla Capital Group is launched a ABCD app actually, Aditya Birla Capital Digital App. So everything finance as simple as ABCD is what they have mentioned. So their aim is 30 million new users in 3 years. So that is another good news from the Aditya Birla Group. So if you look at in the month of March, ITC, HDFC Bank, Bandhan Bank, Suslal, Astar DM Healthcare and Crompton Greaves are the stocks that mutual funds bought in the month of March. The stocks that mutual funds sold are State Bank of India, Jio Financial Service, Vodafone Idea, IREDA and NBCC. So this is an update for my viewers. And brokerage recommendation, JP Morgan on HDFC Bank upgrade to target price of 4,450. Nomura on Exide Industries, so target price of 480. So the Exide Industries we were discussing many times in my videos actually. So if you look at it, was trading around 300 and rose by around 15%, then 3%. Yesterday also another 1.5%. Today after this Nomura recommending Exide Industries for a target price of 480. Today also the stock up more than 5%. Jeffries they recommend Bharat Exocom and the target price is 1080. CLSA sell rating for Wipro, target price is 445. So these are all the brokerage recommendation for the stocks. And today one more update is Reliant Geo Finance JV with BlackRock. They already have a JV for asset management company, but today they have a joint venture, 50-50 joint venture for wealth management. So Geofinance stock by up around 3%. So Happy Forging, they got an order of around 500 crore, because of which the stock up by around 4%. The order is for some brake flanges actually. So the order is for brake flanges worth around 500 crore over a period of a few years. So the stock up by around 4%. Transformers and rectifiers stock up by around 5%. Senco up by around 7%. So these are all the updates from the Indian market. So if you look at globally now, the sell-off is continuing across all the indices across the globe. So we have to wait and see once the 10-year yield, bond yield, so that probably the focus is more on that. So that has to reduce to bring stability to the market, mainly to the US market. So once US market the stability is returned, then probably we can see the globally we will see some stability. So until then the sell-off is likely to continue. So still I maintain the range of 22,000 to 22,500 for Nifty. So today Bank Nifty, if you see, the Bank Nifty at one point in time down by more than 400 points, but after 3 p.m. There was a buying, because of which probably around 150 points Bank Nifty gained, finally down more than 200 points. So I feel that 22,000 to 22,500 is the range for this week, because when the market is down below 22,100, we see a big support for the market. So I feel for this week 22,000 to 22,000 should be, 22,500 should be the range. So thank you for watching my video. Bye.